All right. Hi, everybody. Wendy Papazan here. And we're doing one of our sort of frequent, infrequent live streams with one of our Her Best Life members. And I have the amazing and talented Anna Lloyd with me here. Hello, Miss Anna. How are you this morning? This
Um,
afternoon, I guess?
I'm great. Good to be here.
Yeah, so glad you're here. Well, if you don't know Anna, you should. She is an incredible realtor. She's a mom of three. She's a real estate investor. And honestly, just one of the more savvy, young, talented people that I've ever met. So I'm excited to learn more about you today and have some of our listeners learn more about you as well. So, why don't you just start out by telling us a little bit about yourself, Anna?
Sure. So I have been in real estate for almost 8 years. On top of that, I've been growing a family for about the same amount of time.
Love
I
it.
got licensed while I was pregnant with my first child. So I've been growing a family and a business together for the last few years. I'm in the greater Cleveland area in Ohio. I work with the young team, and I have ever since I joined real estate. Just has been the best team that I ever could have landed on, and totally by happenstance. And then I've got
How did you connect with Ryan?
it is kind of a funny story. We were first and foremost looking for a realtor to help us buy a home. We
Oh,
were moving back to Ohio, and it was kind of a whirlwind. We had found out we were pregnant and needed to get back by family. And someone said, "You have to work with the young team. They're the best in the business." And so we hired them to help us. And I think that may be the only reason they hired me onto the team, because I was brand new and they don't hire brand new
okay.
people in real estate, but I think they felt like they had to.
Because you're a client.
Since I was a client,
Yeah,
and Ryan was took a chance on me
I love
for
that.
a few other reasons, but yeah.
Is everybody young on the young team, or do you have anybody that's older? Because I've always
No,
wondered
Jeff
about
and
that.
Terry, the founders
Yeah.
of the Young Team,
Oh, okay,
are in
great.
their
Yeah.
in their mid to late 70s, and they're
Okay, there you
still
go.
some of the biggest producers.
Okay, we've got
Yep.
some older people on the young team. I've
Oh
always
yeah,
wondered that. So,
we
yeah.
represent.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, what are you most excited about your business or life right now?
There's a lot of things to be excited about. I think the main thing is, when you build a business over this span of time, you have this amazing community of people behind you that you've gotten to serve. And because of that, I've really just become so focused on helping the people that I already know, the people that are already a part of my business history. They've got me to where I am. They're a part of my community, and I'm doubling down on all of that right now. I'm just focusing on riding the wave of the people who have trusted me and gotten me to this point in my business. And
And
like,
so, what does that mean? What are you doing
yeah, I think
specifically?
like the more tactical way to say that is I don't rely on any Zillow leads, Realtor.com leads, no paid leads. I'm really just running a business solely off of referrals and my sphere, friends and family, and really my community. I'm just showing up as much as I can in my community because I found that that's what I love to do the most. I got into this business to serve people. So those are the people who are then serving me in turn, and I'm just starting to invest more and more in those relationships this year, and
I
it's
love that.
really,
Well, and I've
yeah.
seen some of the videos that you've been doing about local businesses, and they're so good. Makes me want to come visit your town and check out some of the behind the scenes kind of things that you're sharing about your local businesses.
Yeah.
And you told me you have an incredible month coming up. You've got 9 closings in August. It's going to be your biggest month ever. Tell me how. I know you got a big business by referral, but tell me why do you think you're having such a big month?
This month is, I would say, the result of a lot of effort and mindset change that has happened for me over the last year. I worked very hard to redesign my business and make it work for me and my family, because that really was not always the case. I felt like I had become a slave to my business a couple years ago and had thought seriously about getting out. And Ryan Young, the head of the team, he supported me in getting people into my life, a community into my life. You know, Her Best Life being one of those.
Yeah.
He was like, you need to surround yourself by people that are going to help you think differently and be an amazing mom and realtor. And that completely flipped the script for me and helped me put a plan in place that is leading to the results that I'm having now. And an even bigger result, which is I'm loving what I'm doing.
I love it.
That's the biggest thing.
I love it. Well, and shout out to your leader, for recognizing. I mean, anybody that knows you knows how talented you are. And I think he said to himself, instead of me losing Anna, which is, I think, for a lot of women, we do feel like we have to choose between being a loving and present mom and wife and then having a big business. And the reality is you don't have to choose, but you do have to surround yourself by people who are doing it at a higher level so you can learn how to do it, because it's not intuitive.
Completely.
And I think sometimes if our role models are all men and maybe they have a full-time stay-at-home partner at home, we don't always have that. So we just need more help. And so I guess I would ask you, like, what's next for you? Who's your next hire?
Yeah, great question. I never looked at myself as a hirer, really, because I have chosen to stay on a team and not run a team. And
Right.
that is something that I get asked about all the time. Running this size of business, usually you go out on your own. And instead, I said, why would I go hire all these people that I need when I'm getting all that from the team? And that's gotten me where I am. And I love that. Now, on top of that, though, I'm trying to grow the way that I want to grow. And so I've invested more recently in someone to support me with content so I can show up online more consistently and in the way that feels good to me. And then my next hire is uh, some sort of an executive personal assistant who can really help me hum so I can be the swan and they can be
That's
the legs
exciting.
underneath me, because right now I'm both of those things.
Yeah. Well, what are you looking for in this person? Like, hopefully you're going to share this on your socials. This is going live on YouTube. Maybe this person is listening. So, who are you looking for? Who's that person out there that's going to be your partner? Because it's really a partner, right? That's going to help propel you to that next level of success.
I'm really looking for someone who is, ideally local, but really just someone who is a go-getter and can help. They can take projects and tasks and get them from start to done. They can problem solve. They can stay organized and keep me organized. And kind of like I was sharing with you before this call, I'm looking for someone who can almost manage me, not
Yeah.
needing management from me, because
Yeah.
I'm managing enough. So my biggest, most important thing in my job is the client experience and making sure everyone gets all the way to the end and past that feeling like they were given a 6-star client experience. And I'm looking for someone who can help keep all those mechanics in motion so that I can deliver that for people.
I love that. For me, everything you said, and I would sum it up in one word, which is resourceful. You want
So
someone who
true.
can be a go-getter, who can figure things out, who can take initiative, right? Because you're looking for this person to come in and be your partner, not for you to tell them what to do all day long. So if you're out there, if you're in Anna's world and this is resonating with you, message Anna and say, hey, I'm interested in this position, because I know personally it would be a phenomenal experience to work from you, learn from you. And, you're a phenomenal leader, and you're going to grow into an even more phenomenal leader. So anyone would be lucky to be that person.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Okay, well, so I know you were talking a little bit about how you got into real estate, and I'd love to just dig into a little bit more about what it's like to be on a team, because I have several members on my team who've been there for 10 and 9 years. And they feel exactly the same way that you do, which is, you know what? Why would I go build all this stuff over here by myself when I've got a machine that already runs? So tell me, just like, I'd love to just hear more of your thoughts about that, and why you continue to partner with Ryan, and what's the benefit of that.
Yeah, I could go on for years about how amazing the young team is, but I would say, simply put, while I really tripped into working on this team, like quite honestly, as the years unfolded and I started to learn more about how agents typically operated and teams typically operated, I realized that I was really a part of a gold mine. The team is set up with multiple client care coordinators that help get our listings ready to go, that help get us from to closing on time. We have 2 full-time marketing staff. We have exclusive photographers and videographers, and that's all just included in
Yeah.
being on this team, you know? So I really just get to take my business and plug it on top of this engine that also happens to be the top brand in the entire state of Ohio. You know, there's over 1,500 five-star reviews. We do the most units in volume of most teams in the entire state. So that was just an ancillary benefit. But the
Yeah.
biggest
Why
part,
not learn from the best?
yeah. And speaking of that, that really is the biggest benefit because there's only 14 agents on our team.
Mhm.
It's not this mega team.
Yeah.
And everyone chooses this as their career. There's no hobby
Yeah.
realtors on the team, and there are decades of experience. So I can
Yeah.
call Terry Young on speed dial, Ryan on speed dial, anyone on the team, and they will be there to help through any single thing. Because as you know, in this industry, while many parts of a transaction can be the same, every month you're going to see something you have never seen before. So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and the
It's
team
part of
is,
what makes it
yeah,
exciting. It's also part of what makes it difficult and why you need to choose someone who's really good at what they do because, I have Keller Williams, number one first agent on my team. He's been in business for 44 years. And he'll say, well, that's something I've never come across in 44 years of real estate. So, and that is 100% true.
yeah. And I love that, many solo agents, they don't have that network, and I have that right at the tip of my finger, a text away, and we're like family. I mean, the people on the team would do anything for me, and I would do anything for them. And that's also built because many people on the team, like myself, we have been there for a long time. We're not really a churning,
Hmm.
revolving door of agents. I've been with this team since 2019, and there are, I think, 4 other agents that have been there longer than I
Hmm.
have. So we're a family at this point, and then we take care of all the people that come in after us. Why would I leave and go try to replicate that? You can't replicate it.
Yeah. Well, the grass isn't greener.
No.
I mean, I often tell people, it's like, listen, think about your split, whatever your split is. Maybe it's 40%, 50%, 35%. All of those splits are more than I made as my profit margin. So if you're going to go and do what I do, you're going to make less money probably, and you're not going to have had, in the case of Ryan, I don't know how long he's been in business, 20 years or something, 20 years of experience in figuring all that out, figuring all those systems out. So I think it's super smart. So yeah, well, those of you that are listening, if this is resonating with you, here at Her Best Life and Empire Circle, we talk a lot about how to build your best life and how to create a life that works for you, depending on your age and stage. And so, if you are in the middle of a season where you're thinking about building a team, or if it, like, you're in the case of Anna, building a team within a team, really is what we're talking about. Comment build below, and I'll personally send you our help playbook. So our playbook that'll help you build what you want to build. So just go ahead and comment build if you're listening right now, and I'm happy to send that playbook to you. Okay, well, so I know you've got, in addition to Ryan and the team, and they're very separate. I think Ryan is a really an incredible leader, and he's built a team that's autonomous. It functions on its own. He's not a micromanager, as far as I can tell, and I think that's what you need to be a good leader. Who are the other people in your world that are helping you multiply your impact?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it starts at home.
Mm-hmm.
I am a mom of 3. I am
How old are your kids?
They are 6, 4, and 3.
Yeah, so you're in the middle of it.
Yes, young little
Yeah.
babies. I am in a committed marriage of 13 years, and that
Yeah.
is also a top priority to me. And so I would say, like my husband, he's probably my absolute biggest supporter, Jonathan. And
Shout out to Jonathan.
yes, yes, definitely,
Jonathan loves me.
he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
The joke is that Wendy and Jesus are really on the same level in our
No,
home.
no, not
So,
really.
and then we have a full-time caretaker,
Mhm.
Kara, who is truly like an extension of our family and helps keep us running and helps keep our home alive. And then at work, I'm really just starting to leverage outside of the team, what the
Mhm.
team provides, because the team provides a lot.
Mhm.
And there are still opportunities for me to run my business the way that I want to run it. So I've hired my own marketing support just in the last couple months to help me stay really connected with my community online. That's why you're seeing some different content coming through. It's been very fun
I've
to.
enjoyed it. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, really, when I sat down and looked at it, I was like, so many of the people that I have served are these amazing business owners, these amazing community members, and I got to put them in the home that they're in,
I love
or they're
that.
my family member, and same thing. So I'm just bringing all these things together and saying, yeah, I don't want to just talk about houses and what they sold for
Yeah.
and how quick they sold. Like, who cares?
Well,
What
I
I
love
care
that. Yeah.
yeah, what I care about is like the story, the person behind that home, the person
Mhm.
behind that business, that story. That's what I want to connect people to. And then that will organically do what it needs to do for
Yeah,
my
I love
business.
that. Well, Zig Ziglar said, if you can help enough people get what they want in this world, you will be able to have everything you want. And I truly believe that's true. I've been a helper in this business, outside of this business. My team's been had a helper mentality, and it's truly been such a blessing. It's been such a blessing to me. So I love that mentality. Okay, I want to dig into this like historic renovation that you've been doing. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Like I jump on your Instagram and I'm like, okay, she's in this really cool house. I don't exactly know what she's doing. So give me the scoop on it.
So I think you might be referring to the Warner House, the
I think
Airbnb.
so. Yeah, is
Yeah,
that it?
so
Yeah.
this is a renovation that I recently completed.
Are
Funny
you doing it with
little.
your dad?
Yeah, well, okay, so my
Kind of or
dad,
okay.
apple, speaking of apples falling from trees, my dad has been investing in real estate for decades, and I don't think I really connected that that's probably why I went into real estate until this last year.
Hmm.
He's also one of my key clients. So hey, Dad, if you're listening. But anyway, one of the properties he bought was this historic home in West Akron, where I live, and it had a lot of history to it. It was the home to one of the main families that put Akron on the map back
Okay.
when Akron was on the map, like Chicago. This was a huge place for people to immigrate to because of all the opportunity at the time. So it was called the Warner House. It was the Warner family, big publishing family. He's used it for so many different reasons over the last 25 years that he's owned it. And then a year or so ago, he found that the tenant had moved out. He had no use for it. And it was just getting tired. It needed a lot of love and attention. And I walked through it and I just saw nothing but opportunity, which also means like nothing but dollar signs, but nothing but opportunity. And I just thought all the reasons that someone doesn't want to use this as a business
Nothing
or
but
as a long,
opportunity for the
yeah,
contractor.
yeah, pretty much. I just saw like I really thought it would be an amazing Airbnb
Yeah.
because of where it was located. It was right next door to a restaurant, 3-minute drive from downtown, right across the street from a car rental, just like very convenient and a piece of Akron's history that I
Yeah.
thought people might appreciate.
I love it.
But I thought, let's take all these beige walls and 20-year-old wallpaper and just breathe life into it because he
Mm.
had restored it beautifully 20 years ago. The
Mhm.
woodwork, like over 100 years old, is amazing, but it wasn't designed.
Yeah.
And so I came in with a woman, Kristen Kaiser, amazing designer, and just said, girl, like, do you want to work hard for the next 4 months and make something amazing? And so we did. It was a ton of painting and wallpapering and deep cleaning and tons of hunting for furniture. And we built this amazing Airbnb, and it's been up for a little over a year. We've had probably 75 stays,
Wow.
and it's been really, really cool connecting people to Akron's history in that way.
I love that. And how many rooms are there, just out of curiosity?
Yeah, 4 bedrooms and three
Okay.
full bathrooms, so it's
Okay.
big. It's
Great.
like a
Yeah, rent
pretty
the
much
whole
a
thing
whole
out.
house.
Hmm.
Yeah, and you can find it on Airbnb. Just call it search the Werner House, and it'll come
Okay.
up.
That's
Yeah.
so cool. And do you do events there or anything or no?
Some people have. I would love to do more events there because
Okay. It
I
just
mean, it's
seems
like a
like,
home.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's such a good location. There's tons of parking near there too. I would love to do more like small fundraisers and events there because it is just such a special place.
Yeah, that's so cool. Well, let's talk about your real estate investing because you didn't really mention it, but I know it's a big part of what's keeping you busy. I don't really know how you have time to do it all. No wonder you need help. But um, tell me a little bit about what that world looks like for you.
About before I got into real estate, licensed real estate, I was buying real estate in the area with my brother. And then we ultimately ended up buying a very large apartment complex in an area of Akron called North Hill. It's a really
No big
cool,
deal.
vibrant immigrant community. And so we bought this like landmark apartment complex that, it's one of those just very recognizable buildings in the area. Really cool property. And I wanted to do it because I thought this was a really amazing way that we could have an impact on this community that was up and coming. It's in an opportunity zone. So the city was putting money into it. There was benefits to having real estate there. It's about 25 apartments and then some restaurant and retail spaces on the first floor. So not a small project. And I've been
And this
running
was your
that.
first real estate project you did? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, in this big of a way. We've had
Okay.
duplexes before and other
Okay.
small things. This
Okay.
was the big guy. We actually sold off all the little stuff, the single families and the duplexes, and
You were like
just
too
focused.
small, too small,
Too
too
small, too
small.
Yeah, I wish I could say, that's why we did it. But it was really just the big buildings were a lot,
Yeah.
and I wanted to do something amazing with them. So we obviously have, we leverage by having an amazing property management group in the area. They've
Yeah.
been with us since the beginning, and they manage 90%. Uh, but the dream part of it is what I manage, when we can do something really special with an apartment unit to make it not just some other whitewashed apartment, getting amazing restaurant partners in this really cool restaurant space that we have. That's the stuff that I really dig my heels into and say, like, I want to be a part of this. I want to make sure that these buildings are creating positive impact and they're not just something that I file taxes on each year. So that's been something that's become a real passion, especially over the last year. I've just given it a lot more attention, and it's been really exciting. I might join the board of directors of the local community center that helps within North Hill too, because I just want to start having a bigger impact on my community, and give them real estate advice because they don't have anyone on their group that's doing that.
I love that. Well, you said the words impact and community about 10,000 times during this interview. So I have no doubt that both of those things are part of your core values. And so it's really exciting to hear you really doing that, really making an impact on the world around you because a lot of people these days, especially, they like to complain about things, about everything that's wrong, and not everybody will get up and do something about it. So thank you for doing that, Anna. It's
I
awesome.
appreciate you saying
Yeah.
that, in the search to always find out who you are and why you were made.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's as simple as someone just listening to what lights you up and energizes
Yeah.
you, to remind me, like, this
Yeah.
is who I am. This is what
Yeah.
really excites me.
Anna for mayor. Let's go.
No. I have a sibling that's on the council, and they represent our political
Yeah.
goals.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can certainly do a lot with community. Well, so tell me about. I know you've been in Empire Circle for a little while now, which is one of our Her Best Life memberships. Tell us how that community has really made an impact on you, your thinking, how you approach your business and home.
It would be easier to list how it hasn't changed all of those things, quite honestly. I think I came into the Empire Circle a year and a half ago, and discovered that I had a lot of limiting beliefs about how I could live my life and grow my business and really even run my business and be a mom and do those things well. I was not even just familiar with how many guardrails I had built for myself. Uh, and that group, from the moment I came to the first conference, I left with life changing guidance that helped me literally turn my entire business on its head in a way that no one else was doing on my team or in my community back in Ohio. And I felt empowered and that I had the permission to do that. And that is really what started me going all in on I'm just going to grow my business with the people I already have served and know and care about. And I'm going to stop chasing business. I'm just going to start leaning into the
Attracting it.
abundance
Yeah,
of, yeah,
you're really
protecting
you're
it
really
and
attracting it.
just, yes, like
Yeah.
operate with an abundant mindset instead of a scarcity mindset. That changed everything for me.
And
And then,
boom, 9
yeah.
closings in August. Yeah, I guess it's working.
Yeah. And then you were just the constant hammering at every event and every call that it is okay to leverage yourself and stop doing things you hate doing. And you can find a way if you will open your mind to the different ways that you can set up your life and resources, you can find a way to pass things off, even if it's something so little as grocery delivery, or as
Hmm.
big as home management, or now where I'm at now, where I am like, I am going to hire an assistant. I'm not going to ask anyone's permission because this is my business and my life, and this is what I want to do. And before joining that group, I don't think I ever would have given myself permission
Yeah.
to do those things.
Yeah.
I think it felt like you either had to go start your own team or you
Yeah.
just had to stay on this one doing the same old thing. And this group really helped me reframe everything.
Well, I love it, because everybody's life is their life, right? And just think about what the world would look like if everybody really ran towards their joy every single day and did what lit them up. 70% of Americans wake up every day and they hate their job. And I've been so blessed to learn this, what I would consider just a powerful secret if you're running your own business. Obviously, if you're a W-2 employee, your life looks kind of different. But if you have the gift and the honor to run your own business, you don't have to do it all, right? And you don't have to do it all at home either if you're a man or especially a woman. A lot of the burden of the home help falls on falls on women, and you just don't have to do it all. You get to wake up every day and obviously protecting your profitability, but run towards the things that you're good at and bring you joy. And honestly, if everybody was doing that, the world would just be a better place, I think. So,
Yeah, I couldn't agree
yeah.
more.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Anna, what a great conversation this has been. I see we have a little QR code here. I don't know if it's left or right if you're looking at the screen, but it's a little Her Best Life QR code, and that is a download to the playbook that we were talking about earlier. So if you're listening, you can either comment the word build or you can use this QR code right now to download that playbook. And I know you're the epitome of having a big life and a big business right now. You've got all these closings coming up. Your entire family is at your house right now. You told me you're not even sure who's watching your children. So I really appreciate you coming and spending time with me today. And I'll just do another plug for your new partner assistant who's going to help you with your home and work. If working with this amazing, truly amazing leader and helping her grow, and you will 100% grow along with her, please reach out to Anna because I know I would be honored to work with you, Anna. So thanks everybody for joining us
Thank you.
today, and we'll catch you at the next Her Best Life live stream. Have
Thanks,
a good
Wendy.
one. Bye.